What's up, Kaetram players? Today we're doing a level 1 to 120 fishing and cooking guide. These skills are usually trained in parallel with each other because when you fish, you're able to cook it for cooking XP, and the cooking XP will pretty much always be higher than your fishing XP because fishing gives a little bit less XP per fish than cooking. Um, to start fishing, you start out in Mudwitch, you walk all the way down, following the path, and you arrive at the fishing guide. The fishing guide sells fishing poles and fishing cage. When you start the game, I think you already start out with them, but if you lost your fishing pole or fishing cage, you can buy them here for like 200 gold. Should be pretty easy to get. Then your first fishing spot from level 1 to 25 is here in Mudwitch. To fish, just click on the fishing spot and you will automatically equip the fishing pole. See, we get attacked by a random mob. Let's quickly kill it. Okay. This fishing spot requires a fishing pole, so you will not need your fishing cage here. You can put it back in the bank. When you filled your inventory, you can run back up to Mudwitch and put your fish in the bank. That way you save up all your fish, and when you're done fishing, you can cook them for cooking XP. If you want to quickly deposit everything in your bank, you can press the deposit all button, or if you're on PC, you can also press the Z button, so you don't even have to use your mouse. And just run back to the fishing spot and keep fishing. Okay, now we start at level 25 fishing. When we reach level 25, we can go to the Kingdom of Kaetram, which is here on the map, or to Lakes World. But I think the Kingdom of Kaetram fishing spots are a little bit close to the bank, so I would advise you to go there. I will show you how to get there by foot because my teleport's on cooldown. You go through the desert to the south, basically in a diagonal line, and you will arrive at Lakes World. Here's some fishing spots. You could use these ones, but I'm gonna show you some better ones. These already give 100 XP per. And here's the bank, so you could go there, but there are a lot of aggressive mobs here that might be threatening to you. So you can also go all the way to the south and fish here in the middle of the lake. And this is the spot where you're going to start at level 25 fishing. And you'll fish here until you reach either level 70 or until you reach level 55, but that depends on your preference because this fishing spot is actually pretty quick. It gives a lot of XP and you're able to bank your fish here very quickly because, okay, this is not a bank. You're able to deposit your fish here very quickly in the castle and go back fishing. Let me see if these fishing spots are any good. Yeah, you can also use these ones around the castle. They are probably even better. Yeah, so use these ones and then you can bank in the castle. It's really close, so you get some good XP. You pretty much want to do these until you are level 70 in most cases, but there are some alternatives. The first alternative is actually really close to here. If you go fish these spots on the beach, you're gonna need a fishing cage. Let's get it from the bank. they require at least like level 40 to 50 to fish. But I would only start fishing there at level 50 because then you can get jellyfish, which can be turned into jellyfish smoothies and become food that is quite good. So you equip your fishing cage and then you can fish here. This fishing spot gives snails. They're good food, and jellyfish. They're pretty good food too. But the skeleton fish, um, they are just some fishing XP, and they bear and fishing and cooking XP, and they don't heal anything. So usually you want to use fish for killing monsters and be able to heal. But these skeleton fish, they are pretty useless. They only heal for 1 or 2 HP if they're cooked. So they're just really just only used for XP. If you run out of stamina, you can use the fountain to heal your stamina back up and just deposit it into the bank. So yeah, you could either just fish these fish, which will give you more cooking food, like food that you can actually eat to level your combat skills, or you can start at this spot at level 40 to 50 and then get higher XP, but less useful food. Then there's one other option that you could use at level starting level 55, and that spot is far away from the bank. So if you use it, you technically could still bank all your food, but it would take way too much time. So you're better off just dropping it at that point. But if you want the maximum amount of XP in just fishing and you already got your cooking sorted and you don't really need the food, you can go to the swamp, which is south of the teleport. There's a bridge here, and you go all the way around here, and then you arrive at the fishing spot. I think they're in the south somewhere. I personally never fished there. So here are some. All the way to the south here, in the southern corner. There might be some other spots in the map, but for these ones it doesn't really matter where you fish because it's too far from the bank. You're not able to bank these fish anywhere useful. So what you can do is hold control and just click on the fish and it will drop all the fish on the ground. And you'll just be able to get XP without banking. And this is really quick. You can get a lot of XP here and quickly get to level 70. Because level 70 is around when you start to be able to fish food that can be used efficiently for bossing. So get level 70 and then teleport to Duvik, which is the ice area. You need to kill Santa and do the quest to be able to fish here. The first fishing spot here is a fishing cage spot that requires level 70 fishing. And go outside. This is where you TP. Here is the bank. And you go to the east and down. On the left side of this rock are all spots that are level 70 and above. Level 70, level 80 spots. And on the right side of this rock are the high level end game fishing spots. These ones can give you coriander and eels. Coriander are level 70, eels are level 80. And then if you get a fishing pole and level 87 fishing, which is quite a grind. Like when you get to Duvik, fishing starts to become a lot slower and like more tedious because you need like thousands of fish to get levels. But eventually you will arrive at level 87 fishing and you're able to fish here. And these give octopus, shark and manta rays. And mantas give 280 fishing XP, so they are pretty good. And this spot is where you will spend between level 87 and level 99, and even after that up until level 120 fishing, because this is just the best food in the game that you can get right now. These octopus, if you cook them, they heal 1000. The sharks heal 1.1k, and the raw manta rays heal 1200 HP. So they're just really good. And when you fish your fish, you go back to the bank. There are some different places that you can use to cook food. One is here in Duvik Bank. You can get some food. Let's take these tunas and go to the cooking station and select the fish that you want to cook. There are multiple options here. Usually you always want to select just 36 and cook a full bag of fish. There's also an option to cook 100 items at a time, but fish doesn't stack in your inventory, so you always want to use 36 button and it will quickly cook the food. And then you can bank the cooked food and just keep going. There is this spot where you can train cooking. It's pretty close to the bank. There's also a spot in Yontel Pass in Einor. Let's quickly walk there because we have we have a teleport cooldown right now. One good tip for fishing is that you can use a mount to move faster, and you can also use swift boots and the bunny helmet to increase your move speed. Swift boots are dropped from what are they called? They drop from a rabbit man. Rabbit man, the only way to spawn them is to attack the Supreme Rabbit boss, and he spawns them as ads. So they're quite hard to get, these boots. You really need to specifically grind for them. They're like one in, yeah, they're pretty rare to get, but like within an hour you'll be able to get these boots, or you can buy them on the Stonk Exchange, of course. And there's the bunny helmet, and they drop from snow rabbits. They're outside in the snow area. You can also use this bank to cook, but as you can see, this is just a little bit more walking, so you're better off doing it in Duvik. Okay, so that's the cooking and fishing guide. Just cook all the fish that you get from fishing, and your cooking level will keep up. All I did for cooking and fishing was fishing and then cooking the fish, and my fishing level is 104 and cooking level is 105, so you should be fine. Okay, good luck on your grind and see you in the next guide.